Hey guys, what's up? So, let's just deal with the fact that Rachel finally got Makeup Geek stuff. And before we start this video off, let's just say that I have been wanting to get makeup stuff from, products from Makeup Geek for probably like a year, and I've just always kind of put it off because I hate buying stuff online because it sucks. Like, I just hate it because then you have to be like, oh, you have to put credit card information, and then you have to wait for it, and then you're like, I just paid like all this money and it's not here, and then I'm nervous because it's not coming, and then it's just a whole fiasco. So I try to stay away from that. But since Makeup Geek is all online, I finally just was like, go. So excited about this Makeup Geek stuff, and I actually, one second. Actually, what I was saying is that I tweeted about Makeup Geek, and I just kind of had a picture saying like, oh, I just got my first shipment of Makeup Geek products, and I'll have my Twitter listed down below. But I just kind of tweeted about, and actually Marlena from Makeup Geek, she's like the owner of Makeup Geek and the YouTube, she has the account, she actually retweeted my tweet, and I was just like so happy because it just made me feel like so like cool that like I got her products and I'm trying them out and like I'm sharing them on my social media, and she like saw it, and I just thought it was really cool, and she retweeted it, and the tweet actually just hit 100 favorites, so thank you guys so much for favoriting it, and that just made me feel really cool that she actually retweeted it. It just made me really happy. And the first thing I want to say about Makeup Geek is I think a lot of YouTubers come off like they're so cheap, they're amazing, like they're such great quality for drugstore, and to be honest, when I first kind of was like thinking about getting Makeup Geek, I was like, yeah, it's so cheap, I have to get it. For my total, I'll show you Makeup Geek ended up, because I'm completely honest with you guys about how much when I'm buying, my total was $217.12. So that's kind of crazy for the amount of products I got. I feel like I could have done so much more, but Makeup Geek is so well known. I had to get my hands on some of these products. But they are, for the quality that they are, I think the price is worth it. I just think a lot of people hype it up saying like, they're so cheap, you have to get them, it's Makeup Geek. But it's actually like kind of expensive to get it all. But I definitely think that it's worth it. So I guess I'll start with like the smaller things first. I got two eyelashes, and I got the Ardell Natural Demi Wispies in 120, and they're just so beautiful, and I got them just because I'm doing people's prom makeup, so I got these just for that. And then I got the Red Cherry Lashes in DW Black, so I got these. And then I got two Z palettes, and this Z palette actually is not Makeup Geek shadows. These are e.l.f. shadows, so these are not Makeup Geek shadows at all. They're just e.l.f. Little like pots that I got. I did like an e.l.f. order, and they gave me all the free shadows, and I have to say, and there's two NYX ones, and I have to say they're like fine shadows. They're really not very magnetic though, so like when I clicked it in, they're just kind of awful. But the Z palettes are awesome. This Z palette was, I think, $20. This Z palette is the Pink Sunrise, and it's $20.99. So I just got this just to hold my shadows because I hate having like those little quads from e.l.f. And then this, what we're all hoping for, this is the extra large black Z palette, and this one's $28. So just for the palette, not for the actual products and blushes and stuff inside of it. Okay, so these are all the shadows I got, and I'm definitely, this is more of a review, so I'm just going to tell you what I kind of got. It's like haul/review, and I have been using these shadows for the past couple days, and I am literally obsessed with them. Like, I can never see them not having in my collection. So the first, I got three blushes, and I got the blush in Infatuation, which is this really warm peachy blush, and I actually love this for over my contour. I just think it gives you kind of like a warm look without being really dirty. So we got three blushes, and then I also got one in Honeymoon, which is a light like shimmery pink, and then I also got one in Romance, which is the kind of darker peachy shimmer shade. Okay, and then moving on to my eyeshadows, and I have to say these blushes are amazing quality. I mean, I remember the first time I actually swatched them, and I kind of was like, oh, like blushes usually aren't as pigmented as eyeshadows would be, and I literally like touched them on my hand and got like so much product. Like, they're so pigmented and just like buttery, and they're just amazing quality for eyeshadows, and they're amazing. And then each blush is $9.99. And I got four of their new foiled eyeshadows, and each of their foiled eyeshadows is $9.99. So I would definitely say that unless you're completely in love with that shadow and you've heard really good things about it, it's $9.99 for this little like eyeshadow pan. So I would definitely do your research on the eyeshadows, just because you don't want to buy one and then like never use it, pay $10 for it. I got the foiled eyeshadows, and I got one in Center Stage, which is just really blue, royal blue color, which I'm so excited about. I got the one in Grandstand, which is kind of a darker copper shade, I want to say. And then I got one in the Spotlight, which is a just really light pink, peachy shimmery shade. And then I got another one in Mesmerized, which is just a kind of more like purpley brown shimmer shade, and it's really beautiful. I mean, these are super pigmented. Just picking up on my hand, they're just amazing, amazing quality. I mean, just you can see it swatched in my hand, and they're just gorgeous. The other shadows, so each one of these shadows, apart from the foiled eyeshadows and the blushes, are $5.99. And I don't know how many I got, but you can see my receipt is just crazy. So I got, I'm just going to tell you guys kind of, because I feel like going through each one of these is going to be a sit down. So definitely if you guys have any shadows that you like really want to see a look with, to see if you guys would want to purchase them, just comment down below what shadows you'd like to see. I'm actually wearing these shadows on my eyes today. I am wearing the shadow Burlesque, which these are my favorite. I'm just going to give you my favorites that I got because they're just a lot. So Burlesque is this really beautiful purple shade right here. Absolutely gorgeous kind of maroony purple shade, and I've been loving it for the spring. They're so pigmented, and I love it. And the shade is just the perfect crease blend shade. It's perfect for any look. You should definitely have a shade like this in your collection because it's just perfect. Like, it's the perfect blending shade. It's going to make all your colors come together in your crease, and it's just definitely a statement piece for anyone who loves makeup. I'm also wearing the shade Latte. Oh my god, I almost dropped Latte. What was that? So I also got the shade Latte, which is just really kind of matte brown. It's not like brown, it's like a light brown, as you can see, and it's just perfect for that crease. Again, I've been loving all of these shadows, and I am definitely going to be doing looks on these. I know it's kind of annoying with the fact that like so many YouTubers use Makeup Geek shadows in their looks, and I know a lot of times like when I would watch a tutorial and they'd be like, oh, Makeup Geek, and I'd be like, well, crap, now I have to go back and figure out what shadows are like this Makeup Geek shadow. So I would definitely say that if you're thinking of getting Makeup Geek shadows, just take the plunge. I know it kind of sucks buying all of them and dealing with it, but I would definitely just take the plunge. They're gorgeous, they're amazing. I have to say that when I was waiting for them, I ordered them last Tuesday and they got here on Monday. So I have to say that it wasn't like I don't want to say this. It wasn't like a letdown with them. I mean, these are what I got, and then obviously the eyeshadows, and these are the eyeshadows from Makeup Geek. Those are e.l.f. These are just really swingy. But it wasn't a letdown. It was just kind of like I paid 217 whatever cents for these, and this is all I got. So I definitely would say that if you're thinking of getting Makeup Geek, I would get them. But if you want to spend like $50, I mean, you're not going to get that many eyeshadows. I would more just say just get a pack. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you guys, I mean, the Makeup Geek price points to kind of pinpoint where it is. So, pretty much step by step, let's just tell you how much this exact palette would cost if you got all the same eyeshadows, same amount of foil, same blushes. Okay, so I have the total for my entire palette. So this entire palette, if you got the exact same shadows and the exact amount of foil shadows and the MAC blushes and the extra large palette, the entire palette would cost you $195.76. That's $200 for, I think I got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 for 22 eyeshadows, 3 blushes, and a palette. So, just that you can kind of see, and I also, just kind of disclaimer in here, it would have been more, but I got 10% off with my discount code, and I got $23.35 off. So it would have been around $250 actually for all this and the palette and the lashes. But just this palette is it's almost $200. So that just really shows you Makeup Geek's price points. I mean, truthfully, I thought it was going to be way less. I thought I was going to be spending like $150, not $220. So it's definitely risky. I mean, I have to say that overall, Makeup Geek, I am really happy with it. I love it. It's so much cheaper than MAC, but again, if you're kind of not wanting to spend a lot of money, it depends. I don't want to say it because I love it so much, but it's really just depends. I mean, how much are you willing to spend? Are you willing to spend $200 on this? I'm so happy with it, and I obviously would buy it all again in a heartbeat, but it wasn't a letdown. It was just kind of like, that's $200 for this palette and that one. But it's just kind of, you know, if you kind of think about it, you're just kind of like, whoa, like that's a lot of money. But I definitely recommend these. I would definitely say try a couple. Get a couple. Get maybe Peach Smoothie, Latte, Corrupt is this really beautiful, just black shade. So pigmented, so pretty. Beautiful black shade. I would definitely say get a couple more neutral shades. And also White Lies right here that I got is just a perfect brow highlight. And so I would definitely recommend these, but I would say maybe try a couple out first and then kind of build your collection. I was more just lazy, I guess, and just was like, I'm just buying them all now because I hate ordering stuff online so much that I'd rather just, you know, crack open the checkbook and buy it all now. But I would definitely recommend getting a couple, but maybe try, you know, 5 or 6 shadows and maybe just to get a Z palette to kind of put everything in. And then go and say, you know, I really like them. I'm going to get a couple more. I'm going to get these. It kind of was a little weird to like spend that much money and then just get this palette. But I definitely recommend they're amazing. I have a bunch of MAC shadows and I would say these to me are better. These to me are more pigmented, more buttery. The colors are a lot fresher and cleaner, and there's a lot of options in Makeup Geek and I love them. I definitely recommend them. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of long and weird because I didn't show all the shadows, so I just kind of want to tell you my thoughts on Makeup Geek. So I will talk to you guys later. Please subscribe so you can hang out with me. Are you guys like secretly judging me? Anyways, so yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a beautiful, great, amazing, wonderful, all the other great adjectives rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. And as always, I almost forgot. Just kidding, I'm not done. As always, if you guys have any ideas or reviews of products or looks that you guys like to see, just comment them down below and I will get right to it. So I'll talk to you guys later.